door closed down, but we never stop. Circle up where the streetlights glow. Same old faces I've always known. Light a flick and the smoke drifts slow. Warm night breeze and the speakers low. No big plans, just letting time move. Summer nights with the same damn crew. Backseat laughs in the sky that glows. Talking about things only we would know. Years went by, but the feeling stays. Same crew riding through the summer haze. Windows down, let the bassline roll. Smoke in the air and it calm in my soul. No matter how far this life may move, I'm right at home when I'm with my crew. Used to meet by the corner store. $20 and we wanted more. Not for money, just room to breathe. A little peace and some company. Everybody had a different dream, different struggles behind the scenes. But when we linked, the weight got light. Everything felt alright that night. Yeah, we were laughing till the sun came up. Passing stories and passing blunts. Making memories without a plan. Just young hearts trying to understand. Some nights loud, some nights quiet. Some nights talking through the silence. Even when nothing much was said, you could feel that bond instead. Backseat laughs in the sky that glows. Talking about things only we would know. Years went by, but the feeling stays. Same crew riding through the summer haze. Windows down, let the bassline roll. Smoke in the air and the calm in my soul. No matter how far this life may move, I'm right at home when I'm with my crew. Now we're older, the pace changed up. Less free time, more responsibility. But the connection never got weak. That kind of loyalty runs deep. We still joke like we're 17. Still see the world in the in-between. Between what we lost and what we found. Between moving on and coming around. You know my story, the parts I hide. The nights I doubted what was inside. And you never needed some big speech. Just showing that was enough for me. That's why I never take this lightly. Real friendships are rare to find. And then if I the name one true, life feels better with this crew. One night under the distant waves. Old friends talking like nothing changed. Smoke drifts up to the moonlit blue. All I need is the view and this crew. Backseat laughs in the sky that glows. Talking about things only we would know. Years went by, but the feeling stays. Same crew riding through the summer haze. Windows down, let the bassline roll. Smoke in the air and the calm in my soul. No matter how far this life may move, I'm right at home when I'm with my crew. Parking lot in the summer sky. Good friends and time passing by. Smoke fades out, but one thing's true, and some things last. Like me and you. Light a clip, windows down. Summer night, we ride through town. First pull in, let the whole world slow. Same smoke, same people I've always known. Same smoke, same crew. Years gone by, but it still feels new. Windows down, let the night roll through. When I'm with my day ones, it feels true. Same jokes, same laugh. Talking about the nights we can't get back. Life move fast, but one thing holds. Real ones stay while the world unfolds. Yeah, back when we were broke with a quarter tank. Passing one around by the riverbank. No big plans, just a summer night. Street lights glowing and the stars in sight. Talking about dreams like they were close. Everybody sure we were doing the most. Laughing so hard we could barely breathe. Young and dumb, with our hearts on our sleeves. We took some losses, made some mistakes. Wrong turns, late nights and blurry days. But through it all, when the pressure grew, I could always count on the same few. Some people changed when the money came. Some switched up trying to chase a name. But y'all stay solid, stay 10 toes down. That's why this still feels like home right now. Same smoke, same crew. Years gone by, but it still feels new. Windows down, let the night roll through. When I'm with my day ones, it feels true. Same jokes, same laugh. Talking about the nights we can't get back. Life move fast, but one thing holds. Real everyone stay while the world unfolds. Now we got jobs, bills and stress, kids, responsibilities, all the rest. But every time we all get together, it's like nothing changed, just different weather. Still passing stories around in a circle. Same loyalty, same unspoken code. No need to flex, no need to prove. We know exactly what we've been through. You were there when my world went dark. Checked on me before I had to ask. That kind of love don't fade with time. It only gets stronger over the miles. So here's to the nights that shaped our lives, the long drives and the sunrise skies. And if this moment is all we get, I'm grateful for every breath we spend. Light a spark, ocean breeze, smoke drift through the summer heat. No matter how far this life may move, I'm always home when I'm with my crew. Same smoke, same crew. Years gone by, but it still feels new. Windows down, let the night roll through. When I'm with my day ones, it feels true. Same jokes, same vibe. Talking about the nights we can't get back. Life move fast, but one thing holds. The real ones stay while the world unfolds. Lost stars above, quiet nights, the people I love. Same smoke floating in the moonlit blue. Same heart, same bond, same crew. Sunset fading on the boulevard, salt in the wind and the sky full of stars. Cooler in the trunk and the speakers on low. Same old friends on the same old road. Light a spark and the smoke drifts slow. Palm trees swaying where the warm winds blow. No destination, nowhere to be, just the night, the bass and my family. Ocean air and old friends. Windows down, let the good times spin. Years fly by, but it all comes back. One summer night on a familiar track. Same smoke, same laugh. Talking about the moments that shaped our path. Life gets wild, but one thing's true. I always find my way back to you. We were kids with our names in the dust. Too much hope and a little bit of luck. Stretching $20 through the weekend. Thinking youth was something permanent. We made mistakes and we learned the hard way. Had some nights we still laugh about the day. Wrong turns, close calls, and late night drives. But somehow those were the best parts of life. By the seat, walk past the stories around. 808s making the whole car pound. Talking about dreams that felt so close. Back when we were sure we wanted the most. Some people fade when the seasons change. Some bonds don't bend, they just stay the same. And after everything we've been through, the realest part of my life is this crew. Ocean air and old friends. Windows down, let the good times spin. Years fly by, but it all comes back. One summer night on a familiar track. Same smoke, same laugh. Talking about the moments that shaped our path. Life gets wild, but one thing's true. I always find now the conversation sounds different. Jobs, kids, and paying rent. But underneath all the grown-up talk, we're still the same when the sun goes down. Still clowning each other like back in the day. Still picking up right where we walked away. That kind of connection never gets old. It settles deeper than silver or gold. You saw me when I felt lost inside. When pride was heavy and I tried to hide. You didn't judge, you just stayed close. Sometimes that's what matters most. So here's to the nights that still feel young. To old stories and songs we've sung. And if tomorrow takes us separate ways, these memories are forever safe. Waves rolling and the moon shines bright. Smoke curls up in the summer night. No matter how much the years go through, the best part of life is this view with you. Ocean air and old friends. Windows down, let the good times spin. Years fly by, but it all comes back. One summer night on a familiar track. Same smoke, same laugh. Talking about the moments that shape our path. Life gets wild, but one thing's true. I always find my way back ones in the summer haze. Golden hour on the dashboard glow. Heat still rising off the coastal road. Cooler packed and the speakers breeze. Smoke drifts slow with the summer breeze. Same four faces, same easy grin. Old stories start where they always begin. No need to force it, no need to prove. The best nights happen with the same old crew. Yeah, sunset on the hood, bass in the trunk. Smoke in the air, and we're young enough to laugh like time never moved at all. Like we still own this parking lot. Same friends, same vibe. Warm night air and a clear blue sky. Life changed, but one thing stayed true. Everything feels right when I'm with you. We came up on cheap gas and hand-me-down cars. Dreaming out loud underneath the stars. Passing one around while the speakers knock. Talking like the world was ours to unlock. Some nights broke, but we felt rich. Just off the jokes and the little things. No camera roll, no need to post. Just real life moments we remember most. You knew my family, knew my flaws. The parts of me I never talk about. And even when I went off track, you stayed solid and you pulled me back. That kind of loyalty can't be bought. It shows up most when life gets hard. So every time that we all reconnect, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Sunset on the hood, bass in the trunk. Smoke in the air, and we're young enough to laugh like time never moved at all. Like we still own this parking lot. Same friends, same vibe. Warm night air and a clear blue sky. Life changed, but one thing stayed true. Everything feels right when I'm with you. Now the conversations sound more real. About stressed kids and paying bills. But somehow underneath the weight, that old connection never changed. We still roast each other like we're 17. Still finish stories before they're complete. Still know when somebody's going through it without them having to say a thing. That's what I call family for real. The kind of bond the years can't steal. Distance, jobs, and changing plans couldn't loosen what we built back then. And if one of us ever hits a wall, the rest show up, no questions asked at all. That's how it's always been and always will. A few real friends can carry you still.
Wind, moonlight, ocean nearby. Smoke drifting up to the summer sky.
No matter how
Many years go through, the best part of life is nights with you.
sunset on the hood, bass in the trunk. Smoke in the air, we're young enough to laugh like time never moved at all. Like we still own this parking lot. Same friends, same vibe. Warm night air and a clear blue sky. Life's changed, but one thing stayed true.
Everything feels right when I'm with you.
Left spark from the lighter glow. One more story before we go. Smoke fades out, but the feeling moves.
Summer nights with the same old crew.
So your headlights turning down the block. Same old truck in the same bass knock. Summer air and the smoke roll through. Whole night changed when we link with you. Light a spark, then the laughter hit. Like no time passed, not even a bit. Different lives, but the feeling stays. Same day ones in the summer haze. We all got older, but this feels the same. Same crack roads and the same nicknames. One deep breath and the stress falls through. Every night feels right when we roll with you. From the backseat watching city lights, thinking how we made it through those nights. Years moved on, but some things stay true. Ain't the same without rolling with you. Same smoke, same jokes, same stories everybody knows. Life gets heavy, but it all feels right when the whole crew links up at night. Windows down, baseline low, warm night air and a familiar glow. No matter how far this life pulls through, it still feels like home when we ride with you. I remember when we were just kids, talking big with no clue what life is. Passing one around by the OC wall, swearing one day we'd outgrow it all. You were always the one who drove us out, windows down when we needed to clear our heads. Even when you had your own weight too, you still showed up for the rest of us. We spent whole summers chasing sunrise, cheap gas, long talks, and bloodshot eyes. Laughing so hard we could barely breathe, living like the world was ours to keep. No cameras out, no need to post, just real life moments that matter most. The kind of nights that shape your soul without you knowing why they unfold. I saw the nights when you got quiet, tried to hide what you were dealing with. Never needed you to explain too much, we knew when to joke and when to listen. That's what brothers do where we come from. No big speeches, just being there. A hand on your shoulder, are you good? And staying till the smoke clear. From the backseat watching city lights, thinking how we made it through those nights. Years moved on, but some things stay true. Ain't the same without rolling with you. Same smoke, same jokes, same stories everybody knows. Life gets heavy, but it all feels right when the whole crew links up at night. Windows down, baseline low, warm night air, and the familiar glow. No matter how far this life pulls through, it still feels like home. Yeah, when we ride with it. Now we all got our own responsibilities, families, work, and less free time. But every time we circle back, the years fall off like they were never there. Still laughing at the same dumb story, still arguing over old songs, still reading each other in one glance. That kind of bond is built over time. Some moved away, some settled down, different zip codes, different towns, but one group text and one late night call still brings everybody back around. And I don't say it enough, but it's true. I'm proud of the man you grew into. You took some hits and kept moving forward, never switched up, never lost yourself. You stayed the same where it matters most. Solid heart and a calm approach in a world where people come and go. You're the kind of friend worth more than gold. If life gets rough and the road gets dark, you already know who's showing up. Same crew, same smoke, same loyalty. That's forever no matter what. Warm night breeze in the speakers low, watching old friends through the smoke. Some things fade and some things don't, and this right here is all I know. Years may pass and the seasons change, but this bond never fades away. One look around and the truth shines through. The best part of life is this view with you. From the backseat watching city lights, thinking how we made it through those nights. Years moved on, but some things stay true. Ain't the same without rolling with you. Same smoke, same jokes, same stories everybody knows. Life gets heavy, but it all feels right when the whole crew links up at night. Windows down, baseline low, warm night air, and a familiar glow. No matter how far this life pulls through, it still feels like home when we ride with you. You dropped us off like the old days do. They still echoing as you pull through. Smoke in the air in the summer sky. Real friendships don't fade with time. Tail lights disappearing down the street, still hearing that bass under my feet. Some things change, but one stays true. Life sounds better rolling with you. Warm night breeze and the windows down, baseline shaking through the edge of town. Light a flick and the smoke drifts slow. Same old friends that I've always known. Years went by but the vibe feels new. Whole night starts when we link with you. One deep breath and the stress falls through. Summer feels like home with the crew. Still rolling with the same ones, same smoke under the same sun. Life changed but we ain't done. Day one, stay till the day comes. Windows down, let the bass run. Late nights turn to the next one. No matter what we've been through, I'm right at home when I'm with you. Back when we were broke with a quarter tank, passing one around by the riverbank, talking about dreams like they were close. Certain we were doing the most. No money, but we felt rich. Off inside jokes and the little things. One old truck in the trunk that knocked. Whole summer living in parking lots. You were there when I lost my way. Never judged, just told me to stay. Sat in silence, let the smoke clear out. That's what real love's about. A lot of people came and went. Some were solid, some were temporary. But you stayed down through every turn. That's a bond that the years can't burn. Still rolling with the same ones. Same smoke under the same sun. Life changed, but we ain't done. Day one, stay till the day comes. Windows down, let the bass run. Late nights turn to the next one. No matter what we've been through, I'm right at home when I'm with you. Now we talk about work and kids, bills and stress and what life is. But underneath the grown-up talk, we're still the same. When the sun goes down, still roasting each other for old mistakes. Still quoting lines from my favorite tapes. Still know when somebody ain't okay without them having to explain. Some moved away, some settled down. Different schedules, different towns. But one late night text and a simple pull up still brings the whole crew round. If the road gets dark and the weight gets real, I know exactly who I can call. Same smoke, same loyalty. A few real friends mean everything. Oh, ocean breeze and the speakers low. Watching the smoke drift past the moon. A lot changed, but one thing's true. The best nights always lead back to you. Still rolling with the same ones. Same smoke under the same sun. Life changed, but we ain't done. Day one, stay till the day comes. Windows down, let the bass run. Late nights turn to the next one. No matter what we've been through, I'm right at home when I'm with you. Let a spark from the lighted glow. Tail lights fading down the road. Smoke disappears, but the feeling moves. Summer nights with the same old crew.